What if the person you love gave up their own senses, just so you could experience life? What if the entire world saw you as a monster, except for one person? And what if the closer you became, the more dangerous your enemies became? Welcome back to Love Beyond the Grave. Episodes 11 to 15 completely change the relationship between He Simu and Duan Xu. What starts as a beautiful journey of trust quickly turns into betrayal, sacrifice, and a dangerous hunt for the truth. Episode 11 opens with one of the most emotional moments of the drama. He Simu wakes up from a dream about her parents. When she opens her eyes, she finds Duan Xu sitting beside her bed. But something is different. Duan Xu has already exchanged his senses with her. To help He Simu experience the human world, he sacrifices part of his own ability to feel. He explains that when he first lost his senses, he felt trapped in complete darkness and silence, almost like death itself. Most romance dramas show love through words. This drama shows love through sacrifice. Duan Xu isn't just saying he cares, he's literally giving away part of himself. And He Simu, who has spent centuries isolated from ordinary emotions, begins understanding how much someone can care for another person. Since He Simu now inhabits a mortal body, Duan Xu teaches her something she never truly experienced before: food. Simple food becomes magical. She discovers different textures, tastes, and sensations. For someone who lived 400 years without normal human experiences, this moment is surprisingly emotional. While Duan Xu is away, enemies finally make their move. Marshal Chen and Taoist Mingfeng begin a plan to destroy He Simu. They bring forward another woman claiming to be the real He Xiaoxiao. Then they manipulate the situation to make He Simu appear like an evil spirit in front of witnesses. This isn't about justice. This is fear. They fear He Simu's power. They fear what she represents. So instead of fighting her honestly, they attack her reputation. And because He Simu's powers are weakened, she allows herself to be arrested rather than start a meaningless fight. After escaping imprisonment with help from allies, He Simu finds herself hunted. The forest becomes a nightmare. Taoist Mingfeng corners her. But the cruelest part is what comes next. They use young Chen against her. The villains tell the child that He Simu killed his father. They convince him she is a monster. Then they place a weapon in his hand. Imagine this from He Simu's perspective. A child she protected, a child she cared about, now standing before her as an enemy. This is one of the saddest moments of the early story. Episode 14, Duan Xu returns. Meanwhile, another enemy, Song Xingyu, creates an illusion. He traps He Simu inside a dream. Inside the illusion, she sees her dead parents. They try to convince her to give up, to stop fighting, to embrace death. People would be broken by seeing loved ones again. But He Simu immediately realizes something is wrong. Why? Because she understands her parents. She knows they would never ask her to surrender. That realization proves how strong she truly is. Just when Song Xingyu is about to attack, Duan Xu arrives. The fight completely changes. Song Xingyu cannot defeat him and is forced to retreat. For the first time, we see that Duan Xu is no longer protecting He Simu out of duty. He's protecting her because he genuinely cares. After the rescue, Duan Xu admits how worried he was. This is a huge moment. Earlier episodes focused on mystery. Now the drama begins focusing on emotion. Neither of them openly says, "I love you." But the audience can clearly see it. The walls between them are disappearing. Episode 15 shifts attention toward Luda and his father, Yilier. A terrible truth is revealed. For years, Yilier made bargains with dark spirits, and the deaths of his children were connected to those choices. Everything he did was supposedly for power and status. But in reality, he was manipulated. Song Xingyu exploited his greed and used him as a pawn. When Yilier finally realizes what happened, his entire world collapses. His wealth disappears, his family falls apart, even another tragedy strikes his household. This isn't just a side story, it mirrors the main story. Yilier chose power. Duan Xu chooses love. One path destroys everything. The other path requires sacrifice. That's the message the writers are quietly delivering. These episodes are where Love Beyond the Grave truly becomes special. Before this, mystery dominated the story. Now, emotion dominates the story. We see Duan Xu sacrificing his senses, He Simu experiencing humanity, villains attacking her from every side, the dream illusion with her parents, Duan Xu's rescue, the slow transformation from trust to love, Duan Xu giving up part of his senses for He Simu, because that single action says more than 100 love confessions ever could. These episodes combine romance fantasy, character development, emotional sacrifice, strong villains, and prepare the audience for the even bigger emotional developments coming in episode 1620. The world calls her a monster, but the only person who truly sees her is willing to sacrifice his own senses just to stay by her side. And if this is only the beginning of their love story, then the heartbreak waiting ahead may be far greater than either of them can imagine.